Train to Busan is an epic zombie film that should offer viewers with emotional, shocking, and intense vibe. The live-action film by director Yeon Sang-ho presents a masterpiece in thrill and horror genre that best captures the essence of post-apocalyptic terror within a moving train without certain destination. One poignant aspect to notice is that it is not restricted by process of needless world building, and the direct ground zero of Outbreak Day is ideal to learn further about the characters as more desperate circumstances are not only thrown at them, but also exposure to critical measures later on. Similar to the fast-moving walkers of World War Z back in 2013, Train to Busan's infected are close enough to be considered massive and mindlessly determined to attack their victims. They also add one of the genre's scariest additions to zombie lore: the speed at which their infection spreads. The bitten turn in mere seconds, overwhelming the number of passengers, even whole nation at an alarming rate. The story itself starts with the life of an investment manager and distant father Sok-woo as he accompanies his daughter Soo-an on a train ride to Busan, a city 3 hours away, only to be surprised by a quickly spreading zombie infection outbreak. Sok-woo is initially shown as a work-obsessed man, especially when he forgets to attend his daughter's performance before the class. After her request, he agrees to take her to visit her mother in Busan to make up for it. However, as their train is about to depart, a suspicious woman jumps on board. Soon thereafter, infection and chaos ensue throughout the entire cars with incredible aggressiveness. Aside from Soo-an and Sok-woo, there are other primary characters, namely a working class man named Sang-hwa and his pregnant wife named Song-kyung. Their dynamic and willingness to help those around them act as a foil to Sok-woo's selfishness and inspires him to change as a better man. They are later joined by Jin-hye, a cheerleader, a co-passenger Min Young-ge, and Yeon-soo, who happens to be a CEO of a powerful company. The variety in characteristics come into light as a portrayal of the differences in reaction to chaos. The more in-depth question over morality and humanity hangs as the Train to Busan plot thickens, which displays that a person's good nature is based on the choices made. The movie itself does not waste time trying to explain all the whys of the apocalypse or finding a solution to every problem. In essence, it keeps the tension insanely high, and characters are made in a total alerted state. Yeon Sang-ho's film highlights a uniqueness in its understanding of character motivation and humanity. It does not address anyone directly, but it presents the chains of events that develop an individual's decision-making for better or worse instead. The ideology that there are only good or bad choices, especially under lurking dangers by walkers, is always present as the bonds among the train passengers change, even regress throughout the duration of their journey. Accompanying its horrifying elements, Train to Busan's camera work from cinematographer Lee Yong-do is exceptionally superb, never leaving a room to breathe. Such was the case in the movie Snowpiercer, another film set on a train and directed by a South Korean named Bong Joon-ho. Every confined moment on the train is elevated by choreographed action sequences and contrasted by establishing shots of vast landscapes that reinforce the isolation of their struggles. Yeon Sang-ho's background in animation shines through here, especially in scenes where the infected are shown in numbers, creating more spectacular sequences. Every character undergoes some sort of transformation that slowly becomes integrated, ranging from becoming selfish, succumbing to the fear of their own morality, and survival-oriented to selfless and acting out of crude self-interest. The heightened fear of the survival situation packs them into both figurative and literal corners, not often seen in the Western zombie media, like Resident Evil or World War Z, which often relies repetitively on big guns and brute cruelty to get out of tough spots. The passengers on the train to Busan work tirelessly to survive, and their successes are hard fought and often come with heavy sacrifice. While devastating it is to witness, the uneven odds are a refreshing change from the brutal murders of the infected. Seeing the train cars filled with those who have fallen victim to the infection add a more human dimension to them that is often lost. Despite being a lethal threat, these are hundreds of people who are no longer drivers of their own bodies. And Train to Busan lets the heartbreak moment of that reality sink in as each point of destination reached no longer sees any living human beings. Despite showing different paths from the ending of World War Z in 2013, such as the find or discovery of cure, Train to Busan marks itself as a must-watch for not only zombie enthusiasts and thrill seekers alike. Zombie movies have shared many similarities, introductions, and elaborations. However, Yeon Sang-ho has been able to add a fresh, new spirit, creating a jumping off point from which new stories can be told.